Hello everyone. Ancient Rome is remembered as a world of emperors, generals, and legions, a society dominated by men, laws written by men, and power claimed by men. But this is only half the story. Behind the marble statues, the military victories, and the imperial titles, there were women who ruled without crowns, commanded without armies, and shaped history from the shadows. They decided who would become emperor, who would fall, and sometimes, who would die. Today, we are counting down the 5 most powerful women of ancient Rome, women who prove that real power doesn't always sit on the throne. Let's start our countdown at number 5, Messalina. The woman who turned the palace into a battlefield. Valeria Messalina was the 3rd wife of Emperor Claudius. Officially, she was just an empress. In reality, she was one of the most feared figures in Rome. Messalina mastered court politics at a young age. She used charm, manipulation, and intimidation to eliminate anyone who threatened her influence. Senators, nobles, even close allies if they stood in her way. They disappeared. She controlled Claudius by controlling information. She arranged false accusations, confiscated property, and ordered executions, all while maintaining the image of a loyal wife. But Messalina didn't just want influence. She wanted absolute power. In one of the most shocking scandals in Roman history, she secretly married another man while Claudius was still alive, effectively committing political suicide. When the emperor finally learned the truth, even his patience ran out. Messalina was executed. Her fall was dramatic, but for years, Rome lived in fear of her ambition. Coming in at number 4 is Julia Domna, the philosopher empress. Julia Domna was very different from Messalina. She was the wife of Emperor Septimius Severus, but her power didn't come from scandal, it came from intellect. Born in Syria, Julia Domna was highly educated and deeply interested in philosophy, politics, and law. She surrounded herself with scholars and thinkers, turning the imperial court into a center of intellectual life. When Severus went on military campaigns, Julia Domna traveled with him. She advised generals, mediated political conflicts, and managed imperial administration. After Severus' death, she tried to hold the empire together while her 2 sons ruled jointly, a nearly impossible task. Even as Rome descended into chaos, Julia Domna remained one of the most influential figures in the empire. She ruled not through fear, but through mind and diplomacy, a rare kind of power in Roman history. Our number 3 spot goes to Agrippina, the younger, the mother of an emperor. Agrippina understood Rome better than most men ever did. She was the sister of Emperor Caligula, the wife of Emperor Claudius, and the mother of Emperor Nero. Agrippina didn't inherit power, she engineered it. She married her own uncle, Claudius, to secure her position. She eliminated rivals at court and carefully promoted her son Nero as the rightful heir. Many ancient sources claim she poisoned Claudius to accelerate Nero's rise to the throne. When Nero became emperor at just 16 years old, Agrippina ruled beside him. Her image appeared on coins. She attended official meetings. For a time, she was the most powerful person in Rome. But power shared is power contested. As Nero grew older, he feared his mother's influence. Eventually, he ordered her assassination. Agrippina didn't just raise an emperor. She created one. Next, at number 2, we have Livia Drusilla, the silent architect of empire. Livia was the wife of Augustus, the 1st Roman emperor. She never ruled openly. She didn't command armies or appear in public speeches. But Livia shaped the Roman Empire for decades. She was Augustus' closest advisor, influencing laws, succession, and political alliances. She built networks of loyalty throughout Rome's elite. Many historians believe Livia orchestrated the removal of rival heirs to ensure her son Tiberius would become emperor. Whether through poison, exile, or political pressure, anyone standing between her family and power eventually vanished. Livia outlived Augustus and saw her son rule Rome, the ultimate victory in Roman politics. Her power was quiet, patient, and terrifyingly effective. And finally, our number 1, Cleopatra VII, Rome's greatest female rival. Cleopatra was not Roman, and that made her even more dangerous. As Queen of Egypt, she controlled immense wealth, one of the largest grain supplies in the Mediterranean, and a powerful navy. She formed alliances with Julius Caesar and later Mark Antony, influencing Roman politics at the highest level. Cleopatra wasn't just a lover. She was a strategist, a diplomat, and a ruler in her own right. She spoke multiple languages and understood Roman ambition better than many Romans. At one point, she came closer than any woman ever had to reshaping the future of Rome itself. Her defeat by Octavian ended Egypt's independence and marked the final step toward the Roman Empire. Cleopatra didn't rule Rome, but she forced Rome to change forever. These women had no official authority under Roman law, yet they shaped emperors, controlled succession, and altered history. Their power was hidden, but undeniable. So now we ask you, who do you think was the most powerful woman of ancient Rome? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and join us as we uncover the hidden forces behind history. Thanks for watching.